I'm back again with another part of NBA 2K20. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's grind. All the time. Let's do it right. It's time to win. Time to make it to the playoffs. That's exactly what we're going to do. Exactly. All right. That's crazy. My career. I'm at 89 now. Yeah. 89. Neat to say. Woo! Okay, here we go. Ooh. Play this next game. I had a mohawk at first. No, it wasn't no mohawk. It was like one of them little baby fades.
Sacrifice Che. She's an advisor to Che. She's been at the college working with him for the past 4 years. And, she's just incredibly, she's a big advocate on a lot of different issues. Someone who's just a real champion of people who stand up for justice. And that's, I think, the kind of...
Continue.
She's one.
For the land of the free and the home
With the belt on.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Miami Heat.
Appreciate that.
For Miami, in 9th place in the Eastern Conference, a playoff berth is not far away from them, but they won't be able to back into it. They'll have to grab it. And coming back strong from the ACL, Zach LaVine has shown he can be a #1 scoring option, Shaq.
Yeah, he has the length. His athleticism is elite. Listen, Ernie, he not only get you buckets, but he can put you on some posters all day, every day.
Oh, yes, indeed. He's an explosive finisher at the rim, no doubt about it. He can stretch out the floor with the 3-ball now, kind of what today's game is. That's how the game is played.
So what are we going to do? King Allen, what's up?
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture. And always a pleasure to bring it to you. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Olynyk.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Hero out there with Dragic, and it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Chicago, LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen is out there with Che, and it's White in at the point guard. Now, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
The grind
Coaches
continues.
and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20, game 30, where guys started to get nights off.
Now here's Che. Count it.
He muscled that one in. Che unfazed by the physical play inside.
I guess I'll play for 2 hours.
Dragic looking for an opening. And there's the pass to Butler. That one doesn't go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
Ooh. Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They played with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game. I remember when the Heat first hired head coach Eric Spoelstra. Young guy, had Riley's blessing. But many observers wondered aloud whether he could handle LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
And he gets it back.
Let's go.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Rebound by Butler.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
And for Spoelstra, Smitty, he ultimately proved more than capable, leading the Big Three to championships.
And look now, he's the 2nd longest tenured head coach in the league, tied with Rick Carlisle. Of course, Popovich is number 1. That just shows you how much this franchise values stability.
To the middle. Unloads to 9. And Che gets it to go on the assist by Levine.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, you caught up with head coach Eric Spoelstra. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Look, tonight they're going to try to even the series at 2 games apiece this season. I asked him what the key would be, and he said playing mistake-free basketball. Those guys execute their offense with tremendous precision. We have to match that efficiency and avoid giving them easy looks. He's setting the bar high, Kevin. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concerned about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Which is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of energy. We could see them go to their bench early to try and stay fresh.
Here's Dragic, following the basket by Che. Dragic the pass to Hero. Good on the 3-point shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Smitty, as you alluded to with Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality. But that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Satoransky's checked in for Levine. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for White. No good from Dragic.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And the 11-foot shot, no good from Che. The Heat trail by 5. Passes it to Johnson. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
You love to see it. Biggs giving that kind of effort. Johnson running the floor with energy. He'll do anything to help his team.
Now here's Che. Takes it from 10. That shot off. The Heat go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
So it's Chicago now after the Heat pick up 2. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. It's a 3-point game.
Get back.
Out left to the wing. Here's Akpala. Rebound by the Bulls. Shay's got 5 rebounds tonight. Off the glass.
Let's go.
Shay's got 12.
Go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now here's Dragic.
Celebrate.
He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Fires for 3.
Oh, what a shot.
Nice.
I love that one.
Good shot.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
He had to rush that one a little, but terrific stroke from range.
Jay, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the Chicago Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action after this word. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it. But with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps... up going with the new group, and a new group in for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Johnson. Olynyk comes in for Hill. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jones. And Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic. And that one misses. We see it all the time, Smitty, the league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters, but for some guys, using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Celtics looked like he was on a mission. He picked up 26 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W's.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Olynyk.
Get that shit out of here.
Block.
Nice job of attacking that shot. Jay wants to intimidate you.
They grab their own miss. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Olynyk.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Ryan Arcidiacono now checked in for Chicago. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami.
I'll tell you what, Coach really trusts Jay's thought process because he thinks things all the way through.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Miami grabs the miss.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler is so aggressive when he sprints down the floor. Few defenders have the ability to slow him down.
No good on the shot in close from Shea. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Celtics.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
And so it's Chicago. With a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter, their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Zach, strong first half for the team. How do you build this lead?
Keep playing hard on defense, the main thing. Getting out, running, getting stops. Continue to play with pace and, do what we do off the offensive end. We're good at that.
Zach, Coach really likes the way you played, I'm sure. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yes, defensively, what they've done, they funnel people his way and banking on his ability to intimidate.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Shea in at the 5 down low.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
To the paint, here's Adebayo. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now Dragic, he has 6. Pass to Hero. Releases. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait.
That's what I'm talking about.
Playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Timeout called, the Heat. Isn't it interesting, Smitty? We're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter. You can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. Denzel Valentine comes in for Porter. Then for the Heat, Johnson, he's checked in for Adebayo. Solomon Hill comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Derek Jones in for Hero. Here's Dragic. Great D that time from Shea.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection.
Let's go. Let's go.
The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Outside Dragic.
Double.
Levine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Antonio Blakeney's checked in for Zach LaVine, and Zedaransky subbed in for White. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Good on the shot. Butler's got 6.
I love this about his game. Jimmy Butler recognizing the situation, playing foul line down.
Shea with the
Let's
bucket.
go.
Shea's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Hill finds Jones. Outside Butler. Fires the three. Rebound by the Bulls. Shea's got 11 rebounds in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Bulls have had an off night from the stripe tonight.
Hit it.
Free throw missing.
Hit it.
So we can't get either to fall. We were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball as he falls. You look at the WNBA now. The quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And
Let's
also,
go.
Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. Right wing. And here's Dragic. 8 points for him. Shea with the
Get that out of
block.
here.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Up top, Dragic. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Hill has the open look. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He's just relentless in his approach. Makes Che
Green
a
light.
very difficult guy to defend.
That one is off. Murray's checked in for the Bulls.
Green
Ryan
light.
Arcidiacono comes in for Antonio Blakeney.
Yeah.
And he's good on the second. Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the efforts.
Ooh, he dancing with
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now, Chicago, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Murray the pass to Che. From the low block. And that's good off the glass that time. Che's got 26.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Dragic against Murray. Lets it go from deep. But they recover it. Here's Jones. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Dragic with the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Murray, no good.
Dang.
The Heat trail by 13. Here's Okpala. Pass to Dragic. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls lead by 13. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm
assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Miami, in the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Dragic is out there with Hero. And it's Jones in at the 3. Porter, no luck.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
The pass to Hero. Olynyk finds Adebayo. Back to Olynyk. Passes to Adebayo. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Baseline jumper.
Ooh.
And it's Jay missing.
I could have hit that, though.
The Heat trail
What's
by
up, final
11.
girl?
Guys,
what's going on, final girl?
Score here.
Yeah, they've
One
had
of my
a tough
moderators
time
came up
taking
in.
the lid off.
Pass to Adebayo. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Hit that like
that
button, final
solid
girl.
play in the paint continues here, guys.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, you love the energy that Bam Adebayo brings while he's on the floor. Great finisher who hustles nonstop. Really, the only question is how you match him up on the defensive end.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Outside, White. Up top, Porter. Inside. That's it go. And Shea with the basket on the assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
In attack mode all evening, Che has carried this offense at times.
And those position questions you mentioned with Adebayo. A bit of a tweener in the post.
Yeah, he is. Adebayo has a game that is suited for a center. He attacks and stays close to the rim. But he's had a hard time matching up against some larger centers. And that's why we haven't seen more of him.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. That one misses.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Here's Hero. Outside Dragic. Pass to Hero. The dish to Butler. Over Markkanen. Butler, no good.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
The turnaround Jay, and
Let's
it's
go.
Good. 2 points. 30 points for Jay.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
And the Heat call time here. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
He is very hard to stick with coming off the pick. Butler gets all the separation he needs.
White block shot. Rebound by Olynyk.
They made me miss that.
Got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Butler. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
That's a fantastic dribble move from Butler. He's extremely confident with his dribble.
Shea with it. Adebayo on him. Goes up the baseline. Reverses. And there's the bucket for Markkanen. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And stolen by White. Porter passes to White. Down low. It's stolen by Adebayo. Butler attacking. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Love the attitude of Butler, just taking the defense head on and nailing the shot despite. Yes. An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. 52 seconds left in the fourth. And White with the block. Shea outside. The pass to Levine to the inside. Arkanen dishes to Shea. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And, you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. Fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Chicago. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. White with it. 8 feet away. A nice shot by Shea. Shea's got 32 points in the game.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Ray Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny here, man. I just wanted to congratulate you first on a great win, but you guys have been dominating, and specifically you, during this stretch. What you got to do to keep this going?
Keep it going, man. I just think we have to keep believing. You know, block out the distraction, block out the trolls. Don't start second-guessing ourselves. We have the best fans in the whole league, man. They got our backs 100%, and we don't want to let them down.
All right, well, continue and much success, my brother.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the word is they're now saying that he's dealing with a hip injury. Wow. Yeah. You know a lot about hips, Horny?
Oh, just how to shake him, man.
Wow. I could have done without that visual right here in the studio. Wow.
Shake it, shake, shake.
Dang. He been worrying about his hip for a long time. Dang. Ooh, number 2. Oh, current fans, 1.1 million. I can dig that. This is gonna be on national TV, televised. We gotta look fresh. We gotta look fresh for this.
Mo is your typical barber. You know, sometimes you go to a barber shop and they might have a lot more activity going on other than cutting your hair. Mo's got some demons that he's battling. You know, he's fresh out the joint, you know, and so he somehow managed to put his funds together to create a barbershop. And our hero comes to this barbershop often. And Mo may or may not be a terrible barber.
You nervous?
A little bit.
While there are things that are black and white.
Let's go. Grind. It's yelling out, grind. What's that one say? So, grind.
Let's meet the visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. At the other guard position, starting and shooting.
As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Chicago, advantage in one series.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They look to be a dangerous team. I wouldn't have thought that a few months ago, but now I'm a believer.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen is out there with Jay, and it's White in at the point guard. And for the Spurs, they've got Ricky Rubio. Miles out there with DeRozan. Then it's Johnson, and it's Aldridge in at the center position. Clark, toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in game. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. Here's Aldridge, following the basket by Shea. Johnson goes in, lock at 6. Shea with the block.
Give me that.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. With the shot, open and close and nails it.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
From 10 feet out, he climbs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Shea's got his third basket of the night right there. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 or 3 to start out the game. Rubio, the pass to Johnson. Spurs passing it around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, the Spurs really like running through LaMarcus Aldridge in the post. I mean, that's an effective way to play offense, especially early before the defense gets set. He gets that deep position, and he puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And Shea gets it to go on the assist by Levine. 8 points for Shea.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And with his skill level, sometimes the sheer strength and size of Aldridge goes overlooked.
Yeah, and he's not afraid or hesitant to play bully ball. I mean, on that block, he gets that body into you and leans into that sweet jump shot of his, and he can make you look bad.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Outside DeRozan. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Over Shea. Aldridge. Good.
Nice move.
Aldridge has got 6.
Aldridge has a nice methodical way about his game that makes him extremely reliable down low. He's a smooth operator in the post.
Blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Damari Carroll's checked in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's White in for Ricky Rubio. Now, here's Aldridge. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
Here's Bellinelli. It's a 5-point game. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Valentine wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard. And, you know, guys, the Spurs team dinners, the stuff of legends, just building camaraderie and getting to know one another, being orchestrated with care by head coach Greg Popovich. They enjoyed the finest restaurants and great food and drink, but the fellowship and camaraderie, probably the most important part of those dinner gatherings.
Valentine kicks to Setoransky. Young outside. Puts it up from 7. And Shea with the nice bucket inside. He's got 12.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
The Bulls leading by 5. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Levine. Back to Jay. Lays it up off the glass. Shay's got 14 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Inside. Shea with the block.
Making an impact with his defense. I know how important that is to Shea in every game he plays. He wants to get it done at both ends.
It's been all about Shea for Chicago. He provided some serious rim protection in that quarter. Good luck hitting a shot over this guy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battle.
The people saying that.
Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles check in for Aldridge. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Johnson, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for White. Lyles passes to DeRozan. Nice D from Porter.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
So for Chicago right now, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Shea in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Heat got the job done. He finished with 32 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. But we'll see if he comes in with that same attitude.
Bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound.
Bring all of it.
And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
And the pass to Carroll. Over White. The shot by Carroll, no good.
Got it. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yeah, right over the top. Rubio surveying the situation. Just takes what the defense allows.
Outside, Levine. Back to White. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 7-foot shot. Doesn't go
didn't go in.
And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. The intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary.
Call of a
they just weren't comfortable on the defensive
Let's
end.
go.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. White against Rubio.
Mangy dog.
Passes it to Lyles. He dishes it to Carroll. The tray. Lyles no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Bean passes to
Oh,
Shea.
good steal.
Now here's Rubio. Here's DeRozan. And so it's Chicago. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
In the chest.
Kevin, thanks. Well, Shea, you have had your own block party here in the first half. Very intimidating. It looked like you were trying to send a message.
Send a message.
Oh, you best believe I'm trying to send a message with it. You know what?
16
I thought about
points,
getting a billboard
8
outside the arena that says, nothing
blocks.
easy tonight. But after looking at the cost, it was just easy to come out and block everything in sight.
Yeah, hold on to your money, young fella. Just keep doing what you're doing in the second half. Kevin?
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Are you ready?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive.
Are you ready?
And it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Green light.
Johnson is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge.
I'll take that.
And it's DeRozan. And it's Lyles in at the fourth slot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line.
Let me know if you need a green light.
Name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example set. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
Feeds it to DeRozan. The dish to Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Aldridge has got it back down to single digits for the Spurs. Right side, Markkanen. Outside, Porter. Pass to Levine. Shea with it. Aldridge
Can I get him?
Tries to block, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. And that's 19 points for Shea.
Shea is merciless tonight, not letting up a bit.
How everybody doing tonight?
Looking it over. Up top, DeRozan, guarded by Porter. Lyles with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that one is good. Levine's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
A different look now for San Antonio. Ellenelli, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. Bryn Forbes comes in for Johnson. And it's White in for Ricky Rubio. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Satoransky's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for White. Down low. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Now Satoransky. No points in the game hit for him. Tries from 10. Young dishes to Shea. 2 on the clock. 1 on the clock. Young's shot is off. Spurs trail by 11. And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
And it's Aldridge missing. The Bulls leading by 13. Shea drives in. He gets it in there. Go. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
You know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan, Iowa. Kobe Bryant Clark patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
And the Spurs making a change here. Carroll's checked in. Shea, no good.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Outside, White. Out to the right wing. Here's Aldridge. Drains it from 17 feet out. Aldridge has got 16.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
To the paint, deflects the pass. Back to Jay. There's the feed to Young.
I got it next time.
And here's White. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Back to Carroll. Outside, White. There's the pass to Aldridge. Can't hit that one. Good D by Shea. High, arcing shot. Satoransky the pass to Shea. So it's Chicago, 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Like waffle. Chocolate and waffle.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every...
Dang, we beating them so bad, they got to take me out.
The Spurs with some changes. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for Johnson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And the Bulls making a change also. Shea's checked in for Thaddeus Young. To the middle, here's Markkanen. Good.
Let's go.
And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got assist number 7 for him tonight. So for Chicago right now, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Shea in at the 5 spot. Outside Aldridge. Bellinelli with the 3.
Green light.
Hits it from 3-point range.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
The drive by Shea. Kick out to Levine. Markkanen against DeRozan. 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. White. But they get it back. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. DeRozan scanning the floor. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Back to Jay. Here's Markkanen. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Aldridge. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Aldridge has got 10 points here in the second half.
Have to D Aldridge up better than that. I mean, especially when he's roaming around this area of the floor.
Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched.
Embarrassing.
He's checked in for San Antonio. Derek White comes in for Ricky Rubio. Then for the Bulls, Shea comes in for Felicio. And it's Chandler Hutchison in for Otto Porter Jr. And that one's good, Arcidiacono.
Nice.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Back to Che. Out to the right wing. Blakeney passes to Che. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Wide open look here for Murray.
Good.
Off target from three-point range. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Won another one.
Exactly right, but with the way they controlled the game and the crowd out of it, that's how
to get up there.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Plus 19,440. Nice.
Hey, what's happening? This is Shaq. You guys came in locked and loaded once again. What's fueled your momentum during this win streak?
You know, Shaq, to be honest with you, a lot of it comes from the fans. We feel that energy at home, and then we're out on the road game, a lot of them make that trip with us. We see those jerseys in the stands, and it just makes us play that much harder, man. Much love to everyone who comes and support us throughout this journey.
Well, I'm a fan too, buddy. Great job.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So we're starting to see your name come up a lot as we get into these MVP race discussions toward the end of the season.
Right.
Any thoughts there? Do you think you're the MVP?
Speaking honestly, yeah, I think I'm the MVP.
And why is that?
Look at me, man. You see anybody else doing what I'm doing, night after night? Nah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the best player in the league right now. Point blank, period.
Fair enough. Thanks, Che. That's it for me.
All right, man. Your Highness has spoken.
Dang. He said, Your Highness have spoken. Okay, let me see. 1,319. $1,200. Let me see. $2,592. Yep. All right. Let's keep it going. Like the Houston Rockets.
We'll have more from the A-List cast coming up throughout the season, including full interviews with Scottie Pippen and everybody's favorite, Idris Elba.
Yes, and be sure to follow us on social and share your My Career experience.
We want to see your favorite scenes starring your My Player. Share with the hashtag 2KTV next.
We're in full swing now, baby. This is your 2KMC, aka the best.
All right, let's go.
Big news in the association today is that Joel.
Big game tonight. Let's do this.
Coming up next.
What's up, aka James? What's up? What's up? What's going on, boy?
In the conversation as far as the conference's top playoff contenders.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Chicago Bulls.
Welcome, everyone, to and a chance.
I'm gonna need you to back up.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with a sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards I feel in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. It's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team in the league.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Che. And it's White in at point. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, just another thing you love about Che, his ability to take a pounding and fight through it.
Outside Westbrook. Green against Porter. Shea with the block. And they get it back. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. And that sends Clint Capella to the free throw line. It's on Lauri Markkanen. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
The 6'10" center from Switzerland. And Capella, he's become a nightly double-double threat. Strong big man.
And Shea gets it to go on the assist from Porter. Shea's got his second basket of the game. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
Nice.
And there's the whistle on the shot.
We'll take that.
The foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Houston. Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
Oh, the team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. I mean, front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. I mean, you have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
Let's go.
It is good.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
White against Westbrook, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
White the pass to Che. Goes up on the block, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Signature.
So here's Westbrook. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Chicago leading by 3. Levine passes to Che. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 8 points for Che.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Well, Zach LaVine possesses a speed, Chris, and a burst that makes him a very tough matchup.
Yeah, and he has a great first step. I mean, when he's trying to beat a defender off the bounce, you can't let him get an edge to the hoop. He'll flush it on your head 9 times out of 10.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Markkanen. Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Solinsky's checked in for
Let's go.
And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for White.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Green, nope.
And the free throw, no good.
For anyone that feels like summer league doesn't matter, Che is a shining example of why it does. It's part of how he got his shot in this league.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And stolen by Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Look at those handles. Terrific from the shifty 2-guard. Gordon zipping right through the D.
And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself.
Let's go.
Continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you can see him being a top-level 6 man for the rest of his career.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable.
Come on. Don't do me like this, 2K. 2K, don't do me like this.
A whole new 5 on the floor. Outside, White. Releases. And that one's good to go from Che. Che's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. So for Chicago right now, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward.
Green light.
Che in at center.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He had 19 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
An imposing defender, thanks to his time,
He's showing
his
defense.
height, his reach. I mean, Capella is awesome at throwing shooters off their game.
Nice. Marcani.
And White kicks to Che. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Man, that would have been nice. Man, it would have been nice.
Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebounds, largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders. Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curryland in the 4 position because the game is evolving. So now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Green inside the 3-point line, misses off the right iron.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what his offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, it's just predictable.
Harden surveying the D. For 3, Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Shea's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage
I got an A.
Sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
The Rockets with another miss. The Bulls leading by 8. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Levine can't hit.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Shea's got 6
Let's
rebounds
get some points
in the game.
in here.
And
Yeah,
it's Levine that
green light.
time on the assist by Che. And that's now 7 points for Zach Levine. Outside Westbrook. Here's the 3. And Gerald Green with the 3.
Those catch and shoot chances will be there for Green because the D's got to worry about his ability to attack the rim.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the 3rd quarter. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. While you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And the dunk by Capella.
Main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops. Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
The pass to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. The 3.
Green light.
Buries it from 3-point range. Levine's got 10.
And you need Levine to keep connecting from deep. When he does, the floor opens up big time.
And it's Westbrook missing. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going
Green
to
light.
get better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Inside, here's Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Hey.
He has 7.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
It's stolen by Capella.
Them boys throwing like it's frisbee. Give me a fast
Westbrook
pass.
with a wide open look. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And a boom it was for the Rockets to be able.
Ooh.
They're making some changes. Daniel House is checked in for Chandler.
We playing
Harden
ball.
comes in for Carter. And it's Rivers in for James Harden. Chicago also making some changes. Shea comes in for Felicio. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Antonio Blakeney. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last
go.
2 seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Shea up top. 8 feet away. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Come on. Boy, this has been Shea's night. Aggressive and productive.
Pass to Rivers. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Capella. Back to Westbrook. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Westbrook's got 16 here in the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And Shea with the basket on the assist by Valentine. Shea's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Green light.
Westbrook, no good.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
9 feet out. And Shea with the nice bucket inside. Shea's got 26.
Some guys have a hard time playing through contact, but Shea, he remains undeterred.
Here's Westbrook with 1 on the clock.
Green light.
Off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls out front. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Bulls, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Shea in at the center, filling out the middle.
And I love seeing
get all that back.
Athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Daniel House. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. PJ Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. C-Level, you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit too with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
Austin Rivers. Doc
It's
Rivers,
been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Outside Gordon. Rivers against White. Rivers finds Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, wow, I just love the commitment by Capella. Rolling to the rim hard, even just after setting that perfect screen.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup it and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
All right.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And the Bulls with another miss.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep.
Slow it down a little bit.
And thinking back to when Gerald Green first came into the league, oozing with athleticism, but really not much else. Now he's a completely different and better player than when he first arrived.
And as amazing as Green was in his dunking as a younger player, he needed to grow as a player.
And the time he spent overseas, I think, really helped with his development and confidence. Came back to the NBA, and really since his return has been a great weapon off the bench for whichever team he's suited up for.
Clock at 4. Shoots from the right block. And
let's go.
On the assist by Markkanen. And that's now 28 points for Che. Rockets trail by 7. Outside, Green. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. His bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's just a real concentration from Levine. Accepting the hit and finding a way to work through.
That one misses for Levine.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Rivers. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. Markkanen throws it down.
Well, there's some things you just can't teach. That's Che with tremendous.
What's up, Chef Drews? What's good?
Everyone is around him.
What's good? What's
and
good?
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th.
I'm in here trying to give the Houston Rockets an L.
From about 19 feet, offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Tucker the pass to Capella.
Get that shit down.
2 block shots with fouling. I mean, you have great timing.
Dunk that. What's up, Barcode?
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at
Shelf,
the rim,
I had to do him wrong.
No wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears
Rejected.
they may be on the brink of giving up.
Almost 98 overall. Dang, Barcode. You've been grinding. Rejected. You should have came in here early. Everybody was getting blocked.
Free throw no good for Rivers.
Hit that like button and support each other.
He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Rockets.
Damn.
Levine against Harden. Shot to stop the run.
He probably hit that.
Here's Capella. Buries it down low. Capella's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, he excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
Stolen by Harden.
What the hell?
Fast break for the Rockets.
What's the Westbrook?
You gotta love his hustle.
Oh, man. Don't turn up at the end.
How about them not
Thanks for hitting that like button.
Instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Inside.
Uh-oh.
Right side. White with it, and it's Harden picking him up. 6 to shoot. From 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:02 left in the game. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Back to Che. Kick out to Levine.
Whole time.
Outside Porter. And
Let's
Che
go.
with the basket on the assist by Porter.
My record
30
122
points for
and
Che.
12. Damn.
They just blocked out the noise.
What you been playing?
Kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing
Appreciate that, Chef Drew.
Poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
I'm just throwing the ball up.
And guys, not
it's
sure
game
where
time
his head
for it.
was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Daylight.
Pass to Levine. To the middle. Out of bounds.
Damn.
Houston takes possession.
How'd the ball go through me?
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Well, it's game time. Put me on the bench. I think I'm MVP this season.
And so
I don't know.
Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
97
and in the
overall
win,
on
a comfortable win.
Hell
in
yeah.
what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going
said
to
play
be
part.
easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems.
That's grinding
with that
too.
tonight.
And now we'll send it over to
Even
David
if you in
Aldridge,
part,
who's standing by
it's still
courtside.
grinding.
David.
Ooh, badge upgrade. Hell, no telling.
Kevin, thanks very much. Another win for this team, Che, and your win streak is rolling. What do you guys have to do to keep it going?
I don't think we need to overanalyze it. We just got to keep doing how we do. Everyone's hitting their stride. Things are coming easy. Right now, we're just excited to show up on game day and compete.
Doing it at a high level, and it's translating into wins. Thank you. Guys?
All right,
you guys have been
David,
playing
thank you.
pretty well lately. Your net rating is solid, and things are really starting to mesh with the new lineup that you've been employing. So we have to know, are you thinking about playoffs?
Yeah.
I mean, most definitely.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Right?
Might as well.
And once we make the playoffs,
I wasn't even
then
thinking
we
about it at first.
So we all just want that shot. And like my man KG said, anything is possible. Shout out to KG, that's my homie.
Well, I'm sure he'll love to hear that. Thanks for your time, Jay.
Hey, you got it.
Great.
All-Star 4. Nice. Puma Kids basketball camp.
Little different reaction than last time, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yo, Don.
Hey, guys. Chad, good to see you.
Hey,
We
what's
are
up?
really glad you can make it, and we're excited to have you here.
Hey, anything for the kids.
Nice. All right. You ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Dave, we got Che here. Our raffle winner. There she is.
Hey.
All right. You two have at it.
Are we going to play some one-on-one? You want the ball first? All right. Take it easy on me, all right?
No easy buckets. Oh, nice.
Congratulations. Good job, Brooklyn. You got me. Star in the
Che.
making.
Man, that was great.
Hey, just trying to help the kids out.
You really made her day. Did you see her face light up?
I did.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
That was straight. I like it. 6,675. Ooh. Damn, I'm grinding. All right, let me hook this badge up right quick. I got 2 Hall of Fames. I'll pick that one. Moving truck. Okay. Oh, 1,319. Okay. 1,319. Okay, go ahead. $56. Hold up. $372. $461. $1,405. I think that'll be straight for now. Oh. Okay. Acceleration went up. That's neat. That dude said brick wall. Let me see. Let's see what brick wall is. Shoot, one more? One more? That is it. Two more. Denver, here I come. Fourth in the East. Barcode said brick wall. No, not brick wall. That'll be a more tougher threat.
First up, it's been NWF in my career. Going up against the Knickerbockers with quick drive and the thunderous 360 reverse dunk. Going up 2-0 in the opening seconds of a 48-minute game. Nice. Now we're in the red. Kqodgaming with the pickpocket and pulls out the Scorpion Slam. And wowee, that's nasty.
That is pretty nasty.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9.
Let's get out there.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about... We welcome you to Noche and Beyond. D.A. Jacob.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares.
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jokic.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter, and at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bulls, Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Jay in at the center, filling out the middle. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television, and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
Outside Porter. Now the pass to Harris to the wing right side. Shoots a fader, and it's Jokic missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch. Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Right. Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. This is it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Shea with the block.
Let's go.
Crazy to think Stout was saying that Shea didn't play with enough heart. That block showing you that he wants it.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
It's going to be dangerous in the street.
It's been a slow start here for Denver. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Fires from deep. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
2 points. That one goes.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Harris outside. Pass to Jokic. Porter against Porter. And the pass to Murray. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Jay. Shea's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Talk about players who are X factors for their team. For the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He is a guy that once he gets going, feels like the team can become unbeatable.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. As you said, Brent, a hot Jamal Murray can take over a game.
Big time investment from the Nuggets this offseason. And what Jamal Murray is to them now, but what he can be in the future. And I think right now what he's looking to be is as consistent as he possibly can be, night in and night out, to prepare this team each season to play its best basketball in the postseason.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Valentine comes in for Porter, and it's White in for Satoransky. Count it, good.
And you can see how dangerous that catch-and-shoot game can be. Will Barton continues to impress.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. That one drops for him. Shea's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Morris outside. Here's Grant. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, he's such an athletic forward. Absorbing contact is something that he's learning to do, getting much better at it.
Passes it to Valentine. Jay with it. Working on Plumlee. And Jay gets it to go on the assist by Valentine. The Nuggets trail by 10. Morris looking over the floor. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Pass to Plumlee. Denver needs to get off a shot. A baseline Jay. It's hauled in by Jay.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Bean passes to Jay. To the inside. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris dishes to Plumlee. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Che. Valentine passes to Che. And good that time. 14 points for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Plumlee.
Baby,
in the corner, it's Morris. Over White. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old.
In basketball.
Good game, though.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Shays checked in for Felicio. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Porter's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Satoransky's subbed in for Antonio Blakeney. Taking a look at the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter and at the 3 spot. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach.
Good pass.
Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Rockets was terrific. He had 30 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Let me get these
and
rebounds.
You want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And the Bulls with another miss. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 16. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with a loss. They put up a good fight, and they had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Bean comes in for Satoransky, and it's White in for Ryan Arcidiacono. Shea inside. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Porter, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one's good to go from Shea. Shea's got 16 points.
Tons of attention on Shea. He's showing us that he can hoop.
Go.
Here's Murray up on top. White covering. A floater. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to 13. Good bucket there for Murray.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Shea, right side. 7-foot shot. Nice touch on the bank shot. Che's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hard work inside on the basket. Che silencing some of the doubters out there in terms of his effort.
Here's Jokic. Markkanen pulls it in. Che outside. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Chicago with the ball. Porter outside.
Green light.
Triple. 11 points in the game.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability.
And so it's Chicago with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Now you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen is out there with Che. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Porter passes to Che. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Murray outside. For the 3. Good on the triple. Murray's got his third basket of the night.
And some deep range shown there by Murray. When the D leaves him alone from there, it's pretty much going in.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. I often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, a favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player. That's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Foul.
And one.
Shooting gets the bucket anyway.
And
so 3-point play
one.
for him.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Antonio Blakeney's checked in for Chicago.
Well, the great thing about the NBA is that you can prove yourself on a nightly basis. Che's stock fell staying 4 years in college. A lot of analytics guys don't like the fact that as you get older, you maybe don't have the chance to reach a higher ceiling, but he's performed since he's entered the league.
Blakeney kicks to Valentine. He feeds it to Che. Jokic with the steal. And oh boy, a lot of contact right there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
A great job there of going into contact, not shying away.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how
Green
unselfish
light.
he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 16-point game. And Young comes over to help. Barton against White. Shot clock at 6. Barton left side. Plumlee trying to break loose. And that one's good. Barton's got 7.
I don't think that bothered Will Barton in the least, just rising up and knocking down a pressure-filled shot.
Bulls moving the ball around. Stolen by Grant. Here's the break. And it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Barton. Beasley's got his first basket.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And that one's good to go from Shea. Shea's got 26 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Barton outside. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 5. And Denver again with the bucket.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there. Just a gifted
Let's
scorer.
go.
Good.
This quarter belongs to him,
Let's
and that's
go.
how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And there's the pass to Grant. Now Barton takes the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Shea's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the shot is good. Shea's got 12 now in this quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Barton against White. And here's Barton. He has 7. From deep three-point range. No good on the last second attempt there. Shea, he's feeling it tonight. And he's been the driving force for Chicago. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific,
what's up, Stevie? What's going on?
Right here. Set up his teammate.
Thank you for hitting that like for a bed. Appreciate it.
Advantage if you're off guard can make plays so valuable.
Appreciate that. Checking on your
And
boy
1 quarter to go in a game that to
Appreciate
this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And Jay gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Levine against Harris. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Shea.
Got to be aggressive in this.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Right block shot, and the Bulls.
Let's go.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Harris finds Murray. Lets the 3 fly. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 10 points for Jamal Murray.
And that's where Murray's speed shines through. He gives the D no time to react off that pass.
Shea with it. He's against Jokic. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Say three
the Nuggets
people.
trail by 17. Murray, the pass to Harris.
Lean on me.
Outside Millsap. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
A drive by Shea. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that can handle basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You combine 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it, and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
Tough
all of those
defend,
guys,
right?
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, we talked about their physical nature and stature. I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems.
Push it back out.
Man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Green light.
That free throw, no good.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Levine dishes to Shea. Shot up 2 there. Shea's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Pass to Millsap.
2 minutes, 2
6 on the shot clock. Bulls up. High post. Rebound by the Bulls. 22 is their biggest lead. Shea kicks to Levine. Shea outside. Down low. Bulls moving the ball around. Takes a 3.
Green light.
And there's Levine on the assist by Shea. Shea's got 3 assists tonight.
You can tell he knows the game. Shea, with great feel, finds the open man.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 20. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Shea.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
All right, Barcode.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly
Hey,
here
that's
at
my
home.
win
I think
call.
they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence.
Ooh, 9-day
than
overall.
their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Brett Barry and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Plus 18,000.
We
Nice.
officially have a winning streak brewing.
Ain't got no press conference or nothing? $1,456. What? Whoa. Simba. How are you doing? Simba. All right. Team practice.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, need some help? Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh?
Oh.
Come get it, come get it.
Oh. That's no better. Oh. Oh.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Bring it in, everyone. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a special guest, Michael Jordan. He'll be here observing with the coaching staff today, so let's put on a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. The goal of today is to improve our shooting percentages, so we're going to focus on that aspect of the game today. Break down into your spot so we can run some shooting drills.
Not Michael Jordan. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Can you feel the love tonight?
I got your help. Give me that. Take that. Keep it going.
Nice. Oh. 98 overall. I see.
Step out. Touch the club. Touch the club. Oh, foul.
Ditto.
Hey, yo, right here. Set up. Set up. Good ball. And one. Get the board. Hey, he can ball, huh? Let's go.
Outstanding effort. Now let's set up the next drill.
Focus, focus. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Hey, balance it out.
Oh my lord.
See you later.
Oh.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Just like that. You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, hit me up.
Oh.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Next time, man. Next time. I see you want to work on finishing at the hoop. Let's get started. One more.
Baby. All right, back to the drawing board. Let's go.
I I am so excited for the WNBA playoffs. I have my girl, Candace Parker and the Sparks going all the way. WNBA championship, let's go.
I can't disagree. I bleed purple and gold. So I also have the Sparks and Candace Parker. I think we agree on that. But if you want to check out WNBA playoff action, you can do so through my league and format it however you want. See what team wins.
I will do that.
Perhaps predict the outcome.
Yes, maybe that. And you can also check out 2K TV, new episodes dropping every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
So in the meantime, here's a sneak peek of what you can expect next week.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official
All right, the
home of
last
your
game.
Chicago Bulls.
Get hip or get stung.
Not the last game of the season, but the last game for the stream. I'm just kidding.
Hello and thanks for joining. Now is the time of the season when a lot of rookies start to hit that rookie wall, but these young men have been spectacular all season long. They show no signs of slowing down. With that in mind, here are the top rookies who all have a chance at the Rookie of the Year. You know, there have been moments for him this year, but overall, it just doesn't look like he'll finish near the top of the list.
And you can't give him anything but major credit for what he's been able to do here in his rookie season.
No doubt. It's a talented draft class this year, so it's been hard for him to move up the rankings. But his future, it's bright.
Oh,
look at the 76ers starting group. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2 spot. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward.
Get that out of here.
Then it's Shea. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Archie Diacono in at the point guard.
Get that out of here. Get that out of here.
Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players, so you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up, they use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Richardson. Here's Thibault, guarded by Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Shea with the block.
Nice job of attacking that shot. Shea wants to intimidate you.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pulls it up. And Jay gets it to go on the assist by LaVine.
Beautiful find by LaVine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
What's up, live streaming Dragon? What's going on? What's good?
Outside,
that like
Simmons.
button.
Richardson against Porter. Richardson the pass to Embiid. Horford trying to free himself up. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty possessions.
Here's LaVine. Tries again, and Shea lays it in. Shea's got 6.
I like that he's staying active at the offensive end. Shea not giving up on that possession.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Embiid. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it. Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Porter passes to Che. Unloads.
Green light.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agreed. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They call time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Saransky's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's wide in for Ryan Arcidiacono.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Let's go.
It's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
White bounce pass. Bulls moving the ball around. And that one's good to go from Che. Che's got 8.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
White against Simmons.
Finna eat nothing but fossil fuel.
Pass to O'Quinn.
Shoot the ball.
Takes the 13-footer. Hangs in the air. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside.
Intent on keeping that possession alive. Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
Satoransky the pass to Che. Out to White.
Shoot.
Back to Che. The pass to Satoransky. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's been all about Che for Chicago. And the blocks just kept on coming for him. He's playing some fantastic D. Back right after this.
I'm gonna need you to back up. I'm gonna need you to back up. Let's go. Winning streak. Winning streak. Win.
Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated to
coming from the place where baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball.
Wanted to
classic, that's just 10 of these. Crime family like the Genovese. You don't want drama in the beach. My house is full of supermodels just like Muhammad Hadid. I take this too serious. My comic relief. I find it funny.
See, that's what I hate. Then all of a sudden we lose.
Ends up going with the new group. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. So they take the lead. 10 points for him.
You can body him up before the shot. You can make contact on the shot, but Che still will find a way.
And so in the game for the 76ers, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Thybulle in at the shooting guard position. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended. Was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Nuggets was tremendous. He added 37 points, and as he always seems to do, Piled up rebound after rebound.
You got more candy.
The numbers in that
bad
game
hip.
make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Laurie with the bad hip.
David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself.
For the lead.
Whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Here's Thibault. His last outing, he had 8 points. 1:02 left in the first half. Basket counts. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Levine kicks to Arcidiacono. Passes it to Che. It's up a 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Minnesota. Here's Thibault. Shea with the block.
Give me that. I can't miss them all.
Here, they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Simmons. After the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Richardson outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Shea's got his 5th rebound in this one. Offensive rebound. Moves back up. And he sinks the layup.
Let's go.
Shea's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, what an evening Chase had. Unstoppable and relentless at the offensive end.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls out front. They lead by 3.
I wonder if it
Time
counted.
now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow.
Halftime it is.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Let's go.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen is out there with Shea. And it's Arcidiacono in at the guard position. So that's
I
the
got
5
Silver
in the
on
game
D4.
for Chicago. Steve,
Nice.
we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a
Nice.
mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
Well, I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
And they double up Shea. Levine for 3. Kept alive. Second chance effort. Markkanen
Let's go.
trying to break loose. And that one's good to go from Shea.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Horford the pass to Thibault.
Oh, he entered.
Embiid dishes to Simmons. Fires, high post. No good on the shot. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Doing great things at the offensive end.
I think I made it to the playoffs,
to start this half.
Kicks to Horford. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Thibault, the pass to Horford. The shot's good. Horford's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Porter. Satoransky's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's White in for Ryan Arcidiacono. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Bulls. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Fantastic ball movement. Really unselfish play by Chase. But what else is new?
Eat.
The 76ers trail by 8. And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to Bolden. There's the dish to O'Quinn. He had Simmons atop the key. Pass to Bolden. Now here's Simmons. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. And Simmons slams it
Almost got him.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorites.
And Shea throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Shea with the block. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Antonio Blakeney's checked in for Chicago. And the 76ers also making a change. Burks is checked in. .153 left in the third quarter. Here's Simmons, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the 76ers making a change here. Dishes it to Burke. 76ers moving the ball around. Third quarter action at just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now the feed to Scott. And stolen by White. The pass to Young. And slams it home.
Well, they
those 2 points back.
That chance to get out and
ball
run
that
following the
shit
steal.
back.
The 76ers trail by 8. Outside, Simmons. Passes to Burke. 1:10 left in the third. Count that one. Burke's got 8 points.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Shea passes to Blakeney. Shea outside. Elbow shot is on the way.
Green light.
Yep, it counts.
Green light.
Back up to 8 now for Chicago.
Green
and what a pass for this offense.
Green
if they can stay this high,
on the hook
great
shot.
chance to extend this lead.
Scott finds Burke. Shea with the block. Here's Blakeney. Burke covering. Blakeney misses.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Thibault. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Burke, the pass to O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with Trey Burke, and it's Richardson. And at the 3, the small forward. The floater. Shea with the block. Here's Arcidiacono.
And one
foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Ben Simmons.
Talk about a guy who's willing to work. Shea did
Green
all
light.
4 years of college, fought through the combine, fought through summer league, and look at him now.
And both free throws good for Shea. So it's Philadelphia now. 8-point game. And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Pass to Horford. Simmons with it. 6 to shoot. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
All right.
The Bulls leading by 8. Arcidiacono kicks to Porter. Shea inside. 11 feet away. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I just love the heart of Simmons. Doesn't matter what the D throws his way. He's still able to complete the play.
Chicago calls timeout. And at this point of the game, bit of a break here. Important for the teams to regroup and for the players. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for Chicago. 6-point lead. Shea with the bucket.
Let's go.
He's got 24 points.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Simmons dishes to Burke. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Shea grabs the miss. Shea's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Back to Levine. He dishes it to Shea. To the left side wing. Outside Porter. 5 on the clock. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Again with the block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Green light.
It's Levine that time on the assist by Shea. Levine's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid sit down.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Shea passes to Porter. Back to Shea. From 6 feet, Markkanen trying to break loose. And Shea gets it to go. Shea's got 6 points in the quarter.
Shea got thumped on that play. Hard to knock him off balance.
Simmons finds Embiid. No good that time. Good D by Shea. Chicago leading by 10. Outside Porter. Shea passes to Markkanen.
Let's go.
Many certain guys, due to their size or just playing style, are harder to officiate than others. I've always believed that.
It is. I mean, back in my day, it was Shaq. How do you officiate him? Is he creating contact or he is absorbing contact? James Harden at a guard spot is one of those guys. Giannis, I also think, is one of those guys. And Russell Westbrook. Those are my guys I think that are playing right now.
They're just such different players, aren't they? They're just very difficult to officiate.
And they play through contact well.
Yes, good point. Arcidiacono, the pass to Shea. Markkanen kicks to Levine. From the baseline. They get the rebound.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking
Green
to
light.
protect the rim at all costs.
And he is unable to get the second one. 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, or of 9. Now, here's Richardson. Defense right on him. That shot off.
It really don't
And
matter.
now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. Outside Porter, the pass to Shea. Embiid with the steal.
Somebody get caught up. That's on them.
Outside Simmons. And the baseline jumper, no good. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Shea passes to Markkanen. On the wing, Shea. Inside, Markkanen dishes to Shea. Goes up with a stripe. Doesn't go for him. So the Bulls win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy.
Yeah.
Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like
Don't
they
get
had
too
any
greedy.
doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve. Thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Hey, Shaq here. You look like the great Bill Russell tonight. Seriously, you did. Blocking shots, changing shots. Talk about your role on the defensive end for this team.
Shaq, man, for real, this may be my favorite part of the game. You think about things people love to see. The step back 3, acrobatics at the rim, feet work in the post, and then what I do, sitting all that back air mail. You see? You see the views I get on that?
Get that shot out of here.
Let's do this. I got my favorite shoes on.
The flex.
And welcome back to Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex. Big win tonight from our team, and we are lucky to have Che with us right now to break it down. So how you doing tonight, Che?
Guys, I'm fantastic. You know what? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. With tonight's win, you guys officially clinched the playoff berth. So how does this reflect on the kind of season you had?
You know, if you ask anyone in the league what their goal is before a season starts, it's the same thing, to win a championship, the hard way. So making the playoffs, that's just the first step. That's all it is. You know, we got to keep on grinding and bring one home for the fans. Simple as that.
Loving the confidence, Jay.
I appreciate that, Hornet.
Yep, we're going to let you go celebrate, buddy, but we do thank you for taking time to talk with us.
Hey, for sure. Anytime, guys.
All right, that was Jay.
Thank you.
Now, I don't want to interrupt the celebration, but there's a few things I want to say.
Speak on it, Coach.
First of all, each and every one of you deserve this. Making the playoffs in this league is a big deal, and you should find pride in that.
Let's get it.
You made a goal, you accomplished that goal. Now, remember, it's just the beginning.
Come on, Coach. Killing my vibe, man.
To keep you focused.
All right.
And making the playoffs is a big deal, but remember, it's just a first step to a much bigger goal. And I think you all know what that is.
Hey, we're going to get that chip, baby.
Keep working and you just might.
Sure.
All right, everyone bring it in. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Team.
Championship.
Hey, Che, you got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, Patty?
Great, I got Che. So, as of tonight's game, you're averaging 2 full blocks.
Oh, cool.
Which put you in some pretty impressive company. Any thoughts on how you approach blocking shots?
Hey, it's a big part of what I do out there, you heard me? When you come down the lane, I want you to think twice because Big Che is nearby.
Great stuff, Che. Thanks for your time, as always.
Hey, you got it, Patty. Hey, remember we taking that trip to New Orleans this weekend?
Progression. 18. Progression. So I'm 5 ahead. So that means more practice. All right. Relaxation. Only thing to do is grind. All right, y'all. I will holler at y'all. And be good, safe, whatsoever. Y'all know who that is. You know? You know how that is. All right. I'll holler at y'all. NBA 2K20 Part 13. We bet easy _21. Enjoy. Thank y'all.